I know Tom has some comments because he lives with this issue
Just across the river.
just across the river.
Oh, I can see you.
Tom, yeah.
We can't see it from here. Yeah, water's a finite resource, and one of the problems is we don't have to wait for those droughts that Howard was talking about. We know already that to the west of us, the Oglala Waterford is being drained. It's way down. We know that in our own community here, we've had water restrictions almost every summer that I've lived in the community. We don't have those restrictions because we have an abundance of water. We have those restrictions because we know that water is a precious resource. To allow it to be put into bottles and shipped anywhere is crazy. In North America, we have perfectly fine drinking water. We don't need water in bottles. The only reason that it exists in bottles in North America is because it's a convenience, and that's it right there.
Well, I would like to thank both of you for coming out today, especially Howard for coming to add a little publicity and draw more interest to this campaign. With the Wellington Water Watchers, we've been thrilled with the response to our gathering of interest around this Nestle permit. We've had 6,000 letters written into the ministry questioning the repeat of their water taking permit, but our battle, as you've mentioned, isn't with these transnational corporations, it's with our leadership so that we can learn that we have to have the policies in place to protect our water, to have to know that I know Dalton McGuinty and a number of our leaders have referred to water as a commodity. We need to make sure that that is not the case. It's not for sale, let alone giving it away. It can't be for sale. And events like today and the publicity that is surrounding our campaign and many others around the province are, I think, just going to help us to get to a place. We know that the time is right for it, and I think now is the time to move forward towards these policies.
And it would be an easy thing for the electorate and for government to get together on this. The electorate can just stop buying bottled water. We don't need to. We can put water into reusable bottles if we want to. The Wellington Water Watchers brought out a wonderful stainless steel bottle that I've got one of them. They're wonderful things. Keep the water nice and cool. And government could simply say, look, bottled water is just not something we're going to get involved in. There are other things we need the water for. It's not going to be too long before we have water shortages. To allow companies like Nestle's or any other multinational to begin to take water out of an aquifer is just plain nuts.
I might add, it's been our experience in this community that much like that the organization Nora was referring to, it hasn't been on the radar until now, and people, when they find out how unmanaged that resource is, they're shocked. I think we all just trusted that our leaders would have those things in place that would protect us, and they're not in place. So now is the time.
Well, in fact, these are resource management strategies.
Mm-hmm.
They're resource management strategies by and for transnational corporations.
Yeah.
These are resource management strategies that would essentially cut local communities out of whether it be talking water resources, whether you're talking oil and energy resources, hydro resources, potentially forestry resources. The public as we know it would virtually be cut out of the management decisions. This really would be management by and for transnational corporations. That's really what's involved here.